Hi guys, how everyone's doing good. It's your boy Sunny. I'm doing great. Lately, guys, I posted a post on the YouTube here for you guys to vote on the 3 topics on what video you guys want to see next. The first one was how I ended up in Thailand. Second was why I left Malaysia, and third was how I got my football trust in Dubai, UAE. And two of the answers had the same vote. So today I'm going to start with how I got my football trust in UAE, and probably the next I would do the other one next. So first, when the first time I was going to UAE, I did not know so many people there. I only had a friend that I went and stayed with, John Steer, and I just told him, hey, I want to come down there and see what's it like. It's like, yeah, the season just finished, and these guys will be doing pre-season soon, so you can come down. So I started to find contacts online. I got in contact with one of my friends. He has been watching my YouTube videos, so he reached out to me and we became friends. We kept in touch a lot, and when I told him I was going down to UAE, he got me contacts for some of the clubs that he knew them because he has previously been in UAE. So he kind of got me some of the contacts that he had, contacts of the people within the club, and contacts of as one agent. And those are the contacts I later used to find the trials and all this. So when I got down, this is around June, towards end of June or beginning of July, and I got down in Dubai, and there was one club that he had given me. The club is called Masfood. Masfood plays in the first division of UAE, that's the second tier. So I talked to the president, and he was like, well, there's a player the coach is already looking at in your position, and we're going to sign him, so we really don't need any player in that position. And I was just being stubborn. I was like, well, let me come down there, show myself. If you don't like me, I will leave. If you like me, okay, then we can talk. And he's like, okay. So I went there, trained with them for about a week and a half, and for sure I was outscoring this guy, and I was at almost, I think I was at the same level as the player. So but there was no reason to sign me, because first of all, no agent brought me. So most of the time they would take somebody that was brought by the agent, because they are trying to keep the relationships with these people. So after the 1 week and a half, he was like, well, unfortunately, the coach still hasn't changed his mind. He wants to keep this player. And I was like, okay, fine. And this is the first 2 weeks of the start of the preseason, and most of the things we were running a lot. So actually it's not advisable. I don't advise anybody to go for the trial with the club the first week of the start of preseason, because what the club is just trying to do is trying to check how has the players been keeping up. I mean, you can, if you're athletic and you think you can manage that, yeah, you can go down there, and for sure you do it. So that club, it did not work, and I just went back, started training at night with my friend Jones, in South Park. And then another contact he had given me was the contact of an agent. Agent's called Nicholas Rogononi. So I reached out to Nicholas, and Nicholas was like, okay, I'm in Italy right now, but I'll be in Dubai in a few days. When he got down to Dubai, he was like, yeah, come over. Went over down to his hotel, we met, and he's like, yeah, what position you play? I told him I'm playing forward, 9, 11, 7. Got the forward. Hello, I have a player, I want to bring him for trial. I said, okay. So technically, this guy is a UAE based agent. This is his market. He's specialized in the Asian market. And he called the coach, and they're like, yeah, you can bring the players. So he's told me, yeah, tomorrow you come down and I will take you to the club. I said, good. He told me wear something tight, like a tight shirt that shows your body and muscles. I am lean. I got a very tight shirt so that I could go, because he's like, these guys, they care about the body more. Got down there, and for sure, the preseason, this was the first day of preseason. First day. So the first day, actually, the players they're just trying to check the players here and there. They did not bring out the balls, and this is like a six-hour drive or so. So we got there. First day, no ball work. And then the coach was like, you know what? because he took me and one other player that came from Kuwait. He was like, hey, you know what, you guys, I don't advise you to come this first week or the second week, because what we're just trying to do is build up the fitness of the players. The ball preseason with friendlies is going to start in the third week. So what we tell you is you come in the third week. I said okay. He told already Nicholas, and Nicholas was like, yeah, you'll come, I'll bring you guys on that time. Went back, started doing my fitness here and there, and the time comes and they are already signing players before even like we start coming in. I see they're already unveiling players on the Instagram, they're signing this, and I'm like, wow, okay, what's happening here? Only to find out that, well, they don't need me. Not they don't need me, but they already have the players in my position, so there's no reason to bring me. And we called Nicholas was like, because for sure I am very athletic, and this is like one of my powers. I'm really athletic, so if it's something to do with running, I am really, yeah, I can run. So anyway, Nicholas called them. They were like, well, sorry, we already signed some players. And Nicholas was furious. He said, it's okay, let's leave it, we'll find something. And now I am looking for what else. So the contact this other guy gave me, he gave me a contact from another club called Al Oroba. They were playing in the UAE Pro League at the time, and I dragged down there. Actually, before I went down there, the club president was like, the person I was talking to at the club was like, yeah, you know what, come with your COVID results, because we need to make sure that all the players are negative and you're not affecting anybody. And I was like, okay, no problem. So I did the COVID the day before, and the results take 24 hours to come out, and this is like a 6-hour drive. So me and my friend, some friends of mine, they hopped into the car. They took me there. By the time we arrived there, the COVID results had not even yet been out, and the guy at the club was furious. Why did you come without the COVID result? We told you to come with the COVID result. How am I going to let you train? How do I know you're not positive and all that? And I was like, my bad. And he's like, okay, since you drove a long way, have the jersey, go change. And yeah, change. Went inside, we played some small-sided game. Honestly, I did good. I really did good. You know, you can know when you messed up and when you've done good. So I really did good, but I already like, first impression was already bad because I showed up without the COVID results that they initially like, they were like, I should have brought it, and then they're like, yeah, don't come back again, because Arabs are like very aggressive people, not short-tempered. So he didn't like what I did with the first thing. So I said, okay, no problem, thank you for your time, and I left. And then I came back and I was trying to find what else can I do. Al Nasir, I got a contact from Al Nasir, I think a contract from one of the coaching staff, or one of the coaching staff. And this guy was like, yeah, the club is having a trial for the under 21s in 2 days time, so you can come in 2 days time and you come and do open trial with these guys. I showed up and there are like 50 players. While all of us are there, like now they called us out, we all dressed up, and then they divided us. First 11, we were playing against, I think, the under 19s. So the first 11, in no particular order, they'll just, you know, when you're standing like lines like this, so the coach, the people on the front row, he just gives them the uniform. What person you play? After this, okay, go. And I was like one of the people just in the middle. And after like every 15 minutes, the coach comes and asks them, oh, who plays this person? Everybody raises up their hand, so he just picks randomly. And they ended up playing first half, and I was like, okay, I'll come in the second half. So second half comes around, and I don't play until the last 20 minutes or so. And we were actually already losing like 3-0 to the under 19s. And well, by the time like I got to end up, because the coach was just like, who plays this person? Everybody just raised their hand, and I was trying to be humble, just trying to see that he's going to be fair and give everybody like a chance, but it did not work that way, so it was okay. And yeah, by the time I got it, because the main team, the main under 21, they had their own training. They were having their own training that an hour later. So the head coach, the assistant coach, and the trainers. They went there to set up the courts and the training for these guys in the other field, and they left us here with only one coach, like fitness coach, who didn't actually look. So I went inside, had an assist, had a decent game, and I look outside. The head coach is not there. Only one coach standing on the touchline. And after that training, none of us was taken. I think it's because the under-19 had already like killed the game in the team we were playing with. The under-19, they killed the game in like the first half. So these guys was like, well, everybody out here is not good. And for sure there were guys that came that were out of shape. So these guys, I think they got discouraged. They're like, what's this? And I said, no problem. I took it easy, didn't say anything, went back, and nobody was called back. So I wanted to go speak to the coach actually after the trial, but the guy, one of the coaching staff blocked me, like, you cannot meet the head coach because it's not done like that. And I'm like, I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity and ask what he thought of me, though he wasn't watching, but he didn't let me. So I'm like, okay. I left, and I just stayed around trying to figure out what was going on. Then Nicholas Rignoni, for whatever reasons, one of the first team that I went to in Masfoot, they ended up not signing the player that the coach was like he was going to sign. And he knows, I think, the management, because he also sent some players there. He knows the management. I was like, yeah, can you go for trial with this club? And they were like, yeah, sure. I said, sure. I go down there, and these guys were like, you were here some few weeks back. I'm like, yeah. This agent told me to come here. They're like, well, sorry, we're looking for a different position actually. And I'm like, okay. I didn't even train, I didn't do anything, just packed my things and went back. And then a few weeks later again, Nicholas Rignoni reached out to me. He's like, yeah, he called the coach of City. There's a club called City, they play in the second tier as well. He called City and he's like, oh, I want to bring a player. They're like, yeah, let him come to the center tomorrow and he will have a trial. So I go there to City, and the team is not having training. It's the academy that's training the under 17s and all this, and obviously at this point I'm like 19 or 20, so it's the academy playing and I cannot train with them. And then I called Nicholas. He's like, oh, sorry, there was miscommunication with the club, this and that. And I was like, should have done your homework. You should have had proper communication with the coach. I came back home, waited for them to communicate for me when I'm supposed to go back for the training. Nothing happened, and I was like, oh, okay. So I just moved, come back, and it was nothing happened. And you guys, if you guys are wondering what's all this, there's a video for this as well. There's a video for this trial that I'm talking about with City Football Club. You can find it, all videos. So it did not happen, and then now I was just looking around, trying to figure out what am I supposed to do, what team should I go to, and all this. And that's when I came across Al Hilal United. They posted on doing open trials. Al Hilal plays in the third tier, of course. They're open trials. You have to fill a certain form, fill out the form, and then we wait to be called. And from there, the rest was history. I went for the trial, and we were there for like close to a month. And after a month, we were offered the contract. But obviously I couldn't sign. I failed medical, me and some few other players. And yeah, you guys can, there's a video for this as well with Al Hilal United. So it did not happen. And when I was not able to get registered, the head coach of Al Hilal United was like, well, I think you're a good lad, I can recommend you somewhere. And I was like, thank you. He tried to recommend me to Lithuania, and that's how I ended up leaving UAE, because he recommended me to go to Lithuania. So how many trials are these? Masafi, Masfoot, Al Uruba, Al Hilal United, Al Nasir under 21, Masfoot twice, and I think I forgot something. But yeah, guys, I'm just trying to let you guys know the trials I got and how I got them. So if you see how I got them, is one through the contacts of one guy that just plays football, and he came to the YouTube channel, and we started keeping relationship, and he gave me the context, and then an agent. So the other way, the last one was I just got it on my own, just through the social media. So guys, just to put you in context, UAE, there are more foreigners than the locals in UAE. So, and obviously there's limited foreign sports. So the foreigners are really good. So you gotta make sure that you are good as well. Actually, I just saw right now, just a moment ago, one of the players that was playing here in Portugal, fourth year in the one of the teams, the Campeonato de Portugal team that I went to, one of the Brazilians. He just went to Safi, one of the clubs that I went to, and yeah, he's playing there now and stuff like this. So you need strong agent to do things for you. That's for sure. You need an agent in UAE to sign to a team. You cannot go into a team, especially where the money is good. You cannot sign there alone by yourself because nobody will look at you. I also went to Sharjah at one point, a club called Sharjah, to go travel with under 21s, but when I reached there, they asked me, who sent you? I don't like. I just brought myself. They're like, no, we don't do that here. You can't come by yourself. So for sure, like UAE, showing up to clubs, knocking at the doors, and just say, hey, can I get a trial? It's 99% of the time it's not going to work, especially at those higher level clubs, especially for the first year and the second year. The third year, they could give you a chance a little bit. So guys, you need contacts of agents. Try to talk to people within clubs, and yeah, players that are playing there, they should give you the information, and then ask them for contacts of coaches and so forth, and then you can go down there. But it's very unlikely they'll sign you if you're coming by yourself. So I advise you, get an agent to do that for you, because these people, they value relationships a lot. It's a relationship that will make them sign you, even if you are not that good. You guys understand? So yeah guys, that's the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe, and yeah, let's grow the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and the journey goes on. There's very interesting stuff happening right now, as you can I'm not sure if you see there, but on the wall there are some things I've been there, and I've been doing some stuff, and there's a lot of interesting stuff coming in the summer, that's for sure. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy the content, and until then,